Welcome back to our channel. This is Brianna on a super sunny day. It actually feels really good outside right now. It's about 49, 50 degrees. And guys, we're prepping because in a couple days we're supposed to have a cold snap. And it's supposed to get down to the single digits here in Arkansas, which is not normal for us, even in the winter time. We a lot of times have like a 2-week period that we get like below freezing, and then it's like gone. It's very rare for us to get down in the single digits, and in December at that. So we're prepping for that. I am a little bit nervous about our animals. However, I know they should be fine. Animals are resilient, but our animals are not used to it. And then with the temperatures being like nice like this and then snapping that cold, that's what I'm worried about. Other than that, I think they will do okay. But we're gonna go out and caulk some cracks in the barn. I know that's probably overkill, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. We have to do it before we paint anyways. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of prepping of the barn, cleaning out the chicken side for any moisture issues won't arise, and adding some bedding for the goats. So that's what we're planning to do right now. Thought I'd take you along and show you what we're doing. So we started caulking this already, but ran out of caulk, so we have more. We're caulking just these holes up here on the barn so that the rain and the wind can't get through, and that way when we paint it's actually smooth. It doesn't have any holes or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up. And Jude, can you point up here to where the wood is between the rafters? So Scott went ahead and cut wood for each in between each rafter, and there is still a gap, like just a small like gap up by the metal. That does cut down a lot on how much water was getting through there when we were having those rains, that like 2 weeks of rain. We were seeing lots of water getting into the barn through the angle when it was coming in on an angle. So hopefully that prevents that, and then we can take those down in the summertime so they have more airflow in the summer. My fingers are freezing. I can feel the temperature dropping just since we've been out here. The storm is definitely coming. Okay, we're done with all of the caulking. I got everything that I think I can see. I think we're good there. Now I'm gonna scoop out some of the poo out of the chicken coop area and lay some fresh pine shavings down just to make sure there's no moisture in there. And then give the goats a little bit more straw, and I think we're good to go. We also have a strange thing happening. No chicken eggs. So the last 2 days and today, so it's 3 days, we have had 0 chicken eggs. I don't know why. Maybe they sense that it's about to get cold, but we have brand new layers. So usually in my experience, brand new layers lay every day. And if not every day, every other day. So for 3 days of no eggs, I'm kind of wondering what's going on. Now, if it's not cold, I have a suspicion that maybe the rats are taking them, but because I've heard that rats can take eggs. I thought that if they took the eggs, then they would break them in the spot and eat them like there and not like physically remove them, but maybe they do. Maybe they physically remove them. Who knows? So if it's the rats or the cold coming, or just because it's winter, I have no idea. But we don't have any eggs right now. So weird. You hiding out in the coop? I need to hurry because these guys start to put themselves to bed around like 4. So there's not much to do in here, just a little bit. Bring it in. Alright. I had manure in it from, or like chicken manure.
Mommy, bugs! In it. Mommy, bugs.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just putting a thick layer of bedding in here after I remove some of the wet stuff. It's not that bad because they've been outside more since it has been raining. Yeah, so that's all I'm doing. We have tried doing the deep litter method before, and I don't know if we're just doing it wrong or if we have too many birds in such a small little area and it just builds up too fast, but we find that it just gets real stinky and I can't control the smell very well, so we just decide to clean out as we go, and that is why we kind of do this method, as I pull some out and then I mix in a little bit here and there until it gets kind of bad, and we add more pine shavings, and then once it kind of stacks up, then we pull it all out. But we just did that not that long ago, so it's not that bad right now. Drop a comment down below if you have used the deep litter method and you've been able to successfully get it to work. How do you do it? What's your method with it? And how do you like it? If not, tell me what you use. Do you use sand, pine shavings, straw? I know that people use all kinds of stuff. We just use the fine pine shavings, so I find that they decompose a little bit easier in our compost bin and absorb more than the thicker pine shavings do. And we're done. Looks so much better. And on the last video we were talking about putting in another roosting bar here for the more chickens that we have, because we merged them. But what we did instead was we opened up this side to be used by everybody. You can see here that we cut a section of the fence in this area and kind of just loosely framed it out with some scrap wood we had and made this little walkway for them. The chickens figured it out really quick, and actually the new chickens that we got came back over here and have been sleeping over here at night. Not all the time, but a lot of the nights they sleep over here with a couple of the others that are kind of lower on the flock order. And so they kind of have like this little escape, which is kind of nice. I put another feed bin out in here so I can make sure that the ones that are lower can get to the feed. So we have feed on both sides now. And they aren't really eating a lot of layer feed. We do feed them scraps from our table, like kitchen scraps, and then they eat stuff out here. And maybe since it's been raining and warmer weather, they've been eating bugs. Maybe some of the bugs have been surfacing, but they really haven't been caring about their layer feed lately, which is weird. But we also kind of spoil them so with like table scraps and such, so that's a good thing because feed is expensive. On this side, I just added a little bit of bedding on top. There's not as many coming over here, so it wasn't as bad. The goats want to say hi.
Don't you?
Hello, goaties. They say, why are you coming in here and not saying hi to me? Real quick, I'll bring you over to the smaller area in our chicken run. We put a wire, like fencing, leftover wire fencing, and we wrapped it into a circle, and then we threw all the old bedding and just random stuff from our compost area in there. All the old pumpkin cores that the goats and chickens didn't finish off, we threw all those in there, and then all of our kitchen scraps we're throwing in there as well. And the goal is to have the chickens help us like till it and toss it and churn it, and they get to eat the stuff that they want to eat, and then they get to eat the bugs in there. I've seen a couple other people do this and churn out like compost in like a month, and I thought that was really cool. So I don't know like the ratio. I know like with compost it can get real complicated. Now I've never been one to really get into it all. I just throw everything in a pile and occasionally toss it and throw some water in it. I do not spend a lot of time with that. I haven't had the time to do that, but maybe one day we'll get there. But I'll show you what we did here, and hoping the chickens will help us get this done more efficiently. So through the netting and the fence you can kind of see the round wire and all the stuff that we put in there, the bedding. There's actually a chicken in there right now. And hello, you guys. What are you waiting for? What do you want? They're so pretty. So you can see how it works. Not all of the chickens have figured out they can get in there, but I figure eventually they will. And they just come up there and scratch around. We still have a pile of pumpkins to feed the animals. They really love them. Oh look, they're all coming to me because they think I have treats. You guys are so funny. I think our neighbors are moving something. It's pretty loud over there. You can say hello. Yeah, I didn't bring you any treats, girls. I'm sorry. Not this time. Don't lick my hands. I got caulk on it. You sweet girls. We got 2 chickens in there. They're already doing their job. These guys want some pumpkin or something, so I'm gonna give them something. You like that, Stella? Hi, girls. Well, the chickens are happily eating. Alright, so all of that is done. I'm thinking that we're ready now. I just need to add some apple cider vinegar to their waters just to help with their immune system with the cold snap. And I saw one of the chicken had a little bit of runny stuff going on back there, and I just want to stay on the precaution side and make sure that doesn't go anywhere. So apple cider vinegar, and I am ready. I think we're ready for this cold weather. We have our barn sealed up. We have fresh bedding and no moisture in the barn, and I think we're good. So yikes, here comes the cold weather. Are you preparing, or is this like totally normal for you? I hope everybody's animals stay safe and warm and everybody is protected from any of the harsh elements. Guys, this is part of winter and you just gotta be prepared. So this is the first time we've had goats. We did have chickens last winter, but it did not get this cold. So I am a little interested to see how they hold up, which I figure they'll be okay. But thank you for joining us, guys. We will catch you back on the next video. Maybe we'll do like a snow or icy video and let you know how the animals are doing. Catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.